Hello everyone. I have just made some vegan mayonnaise. Hi Mark. And I want you to see what it looks like when I pour it into the container. It's going to have to sit in the refrigerator, and I will give you the ingredients for it. Hi, good to see you. I mixed it before I came on here since this is so loud, but it did do a good job of mixing it. And I want you to see when I pour it into my container that it's going to be a little runny. I have to let it sit up, but look at that. Isn't that nice? Just about got it all in there. Just have the little bits in the bottom of it. But doesn't that look nice? Hi Hugh, good to see you. Welcome. Hi Erlene, good to see you. I'll pull this back, but I want you to see the mayonnaise that I just made. I'm going to have to put it in the refrigerator, and doesn't it? And I want to tell you exactly what's in it. And I got this off the website. I can't remember the name, but somebody might remember it, where David House is at. I happened to see this on the it's all plant-based. Hi, good to see you. Okay, it's a third cup of boiling water. Well, thank you for the super heart, Stella. A third cup of boiling water, which I boiled on the stove. You're making candy Legos. You have to let me know how those turn out, Erlene. And it took a half a brick of tofu. So I cut up a tofu, and I put a half a brick in there. 1 cup of rinsed raw cashews, which I didn't have any, so I had to go to the store and buy some today. 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and it's not the granulated onion. There's a difference. It's onion powder. 2 tablespoons of salt, and I used the Himalayan pink salt. 2 tablespoons of raw sugar, and I used the turbinado. And I didn't have a lemon. They say 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice, so I just took them out of the bottle and did a 1/4 cup that way. And that's all you do, and then you blend it up into your blender. And it made quite a bit. Look at it. Doesn't it look good? I'm going to have to sit in the refrigerator. I just bought what they had at Walmart, Deborah. I'm not sure what the name of it. Let me look at the container. This is the one I normally get at Walmart, if you can see what it is. It's hard to tell, but this is the one I normally get. And I took the rest of it and I put it in the refrigerator in a Ziploc bag. This is what I usually get. And I usually get the firm. Some recipes call for firm, some call for extra firm. I just have to have... Hi, Yvette, good to see you. I happen to have the firm, and I thought I'd put it in this container. Well, I just bought some last week, but I can't quite recall what it costs. You know, it depends on where you buy it at. It'd probably be cheaper at Walmart than it would be at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. But hi, good to see you. So that's where I bought it at, was at Walmart, because they happen to have it now, and they're getting a lot of organic stuff right now. So because I like tofu scramble and things to make with tofu. And when I saw this recipe that it was on David House's website, I couldn't believe it. Let me blow my nose first. My baked tofu? Yes, this is all healthy. And like I said, the sugar I put into it, you get at Walmart. It's called turbinado. That is in the raw state of cane sugar that you can get. That's what they use, was the turbinado. I happen to have some, and I put that in there. And it gives a little sweetness to it, but the lemon juice kind of offsets the sweetness and makes it a little more tangy. But like I said, I didn't have a lemon. If I had a lemon, it would have made it tangier, yes. Yeah, you're welcome. But what I'm going to do is put this in the refrigerator, and later on when I fix the salad, after it's set up, then we'll put it in my salad. But I love making things for people, and this vegan mayo I thought was a good idea to make, because I'd never made it for, not this kind anyway, not where you put tofu in it, and you use cashews as well. Like I said, I bought cashews today, and I had an incident at the store that I'm gonna tell you about it. It's embarrassing, but if it hasn't happened to anybody else, lucky you. I had purchased, I got up to the checkout lane, and I had stuff in my. Oh, you would like to make that? I got up to the checkout lane and put everything on the belt and everything. Gets to where he checks everything out, and it was more than I had to pay for. And the groceries come up to more than what I had in my account. How embarrassing is that? You know, so I had to put everything back except for a few things that I purchased that I could had the money for. So if it's never happened to you, lucky you, but it was embarrassing to get up in the checking account and realize I didn't have enough money to pay for it. What happened was bills had come through that I forgot about, and it took my account down. But, you know, it's all good. I've got enough to tide me over until the rent comes in this week anyway. But I wanted to do this mayonnaise for you, and I needed the raw cashews because I didn't have any. And so I thought I'd go, that's where the one place I buy them. And I think they're, oh gosh, they're $4 and something a pound, I think, for the raw cashews. I bought quite a bit. I put them in a plastic bag about like that and store them in the refrigerator. But you need raw. They have so many good things there, and buy them in bulk. And that's what I did. I bought them in bulk because I didn't have any. So at least I was going to have that. But I want to make a salad a little bit later and put this mayonnaise on. But it's got to set up because right now it's kind of the thin side. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's you know, it's embarrassing. This on Google. I don't know. What are you asking about it being on Google? I'm going to put this up on YouTube, Yvette, and I'm going to post the recipe there. I'm going to put it on Facebook as well. I'm going to post the recipe up there. The recipe will go up on YouTube. I do it here first because I take my raw YouTube video, raw Periscope videos, and I upload them right into the YouTube app. So it will go up there along with the recipe. Oh, I definitely will. I definitely will. I might not come in later today, but maybe tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I did one yesterday, and if you saw that one, good afternoon, Kevin. Good to see you. Here's my mayonnaise. I have to let it set up, but it's vegan mayonnaise. It has tofu in it. It has cashews in it. It has sugar in it. It has a lot of good things for you, and salt. I'll post the recipe up on Facebook as I normally do, and I did post a recipe this morning. For those that are not following me on Facebook, you may not have seen the cheese that I made yesterday. I will get that out of the refrigerator and I'll show you what my cheese block looks like. I haven't sliced it yet, but it's also vegan. Here is my block of vegan cheese that I made yesterday, and I put it in the refrigerator. And it's a sliceable cheese. You can also melt it. This is good for putting on bread with sandwiches. You can use it with grilled cheese as well. Yes, isn't that nice? I just put it in a square container, set it up in the refrigerator. It must have been about an hour or so. Then I took it out, took a spatula and that around it, or one of my pancake turners, and then I just flipped it upside down on the pipe on this paper plate and just keep it in the refrigerator. But doesn't that look nice? And I did post that again this morning on not on YouTube because I didn't Periscope this, but I did post it up on Facebook. I posted it up on Instagram. I posted the recipe up there. So if you're following me on Facebook or you're following me on Instagram, you'll be able to see what the recipe I didn't put on Instagram, but I did put it on Facebook. But if you follow me on Facebook, you'll be able to get the recipe off of there. But I thought this looked real good, and this has got cashews in it as well. I used the last of the cashews up for this cheese, but it's real good. It's got paprika in it. I mean, we start making our own foods that are better for us than what you buy in the store. I'm gonna get. Oh, I'm good. Thank you. Get me some water. I just did my dishes, so I didn't want to get this in the water. I'm great, thank you. How are you? I want you to see my mayonnaise, and then I also have that people that are not following me on Facebook can see the cheese that I made yesterday, the vegan cheese. Yeah, this is very, very good. This is real good cheese. It's vegan, and I found this particular recipe on the 3ABN website. I found a cheese recipe that I liked. I printed it out, and I decided to make it. And I made it once before and sliced it up, but I thought this time I'll show you guys what it looks like in the block form before I slice it. And of course, to get it that color, you use turmeric. Without turmeric, you can't get it the yellow color. And I know I use to put nutritional yeast in it. A lot of people won't use nutritional yeast, but I happen to use it. So it's up to you. You know, you may like things that's in it and may not. You know, things you can like, you can leave in. Things you don't, you leave out. But I'm definitely going to, yes, I did. I just made this mayonnaise. It has to set up in the refrigerator because it's real runny. But I can tell you what's in it. I just made the mayonnaise. It's got a half a cup of boil. I had to boil water on the stove first. And it takes a third cup of that. A half a brick of tofu. So I put, half a brick of tofu. 1 teaspoon of, I think what I did with the water, though, I put more than a third cup in my pan and put it on the stove. This probably wouldn't have filled up. I didn't measure it out. I just poured it in there, so that's okay. But anyway, and then a cup of rinsed raw cashews. I didn't soak them or anything because I just bought them today, so I just rinsed them real good. A teaspoon of onions powder, not onion salt, but onion powder, not the onion flakes because there's a difference. 2 tablespoons of salt, which I use the Himalayan pink salt. 2 tablespoons of raw sugar, which I use the turbinado raw sugar. And then a fourth cup of fresh lemon juice, which I didn't have the lemon, so I used the lemon juice in the bottle. And that's all there is to it. It's a simple. Oh, I've already tasted a little bit of it. I'm going to blow my nose again. Just a minute. I've already tasted some of it. It's very good. You know, they always say a good cook always tastes your food. Oh, aloe vera gel with 1/2. Oh, well, okay, Kevin. I'll have to try that. I don't have either one of them, but I'll have to try that. Because this cough of mine just doesn't want to let up. That's why I keep water all the time, but I wanted you to see the mayonnaise that I made because it's going to look real good. I'm going to put it in salad. Of course, you can put it on, you know, bread for sandwiches, you know, whatever sandwiches you make. Yeah, oh, good, good. Well, you know, I'm having so much fun doing this that since I've had the vitamix, and now it still makes noise, and I still have to call them to get it replaced, but right now I'm dealing with it. But since I've had it, I've been able to make a lot more. I'm finding a lot more recipes to make. And I'm having fun doing it. You know, because I think that if I do it long enough, other people will want to follow suit and want to do the same thing. You need to get a Vitamix. Yeah, they are expensive, Kevin, but they're worth the price. They are worth it. Erlene's got one. I've got one. I think Chelsea's got one now. And Darlene's got one. Oh, I do. I am too. I am too. I don't use it every day. I use my food processor as well. But, yes, Erlene has one too. They do such a magnificent job. Seems like I keep blowing my nose. My back. You know, it may be noisy. It may be a lot noisier than it should be, but you know something? It does the job. And I'm not really worried about it, you know, because it's doing the job that it needs to do. You get the same. Yeah, this is a turquoise, I think, is what it is. I love this color. Oh, my goodness. What a question. What the world? Yes, isn't it, though? I did a while back. I've done different ones, Yvette, and posted them up on YouTube, I believe. But there is a breakfast sausage that I want to try, but it takes time to do it because it has to go into the oven. But I do have the recipe for it, and it looks very good. I'm going to have to do that one of these mornings. Make it, and you put it on a cookie sheet and bake it in the oven at 400 degrees for about a half hour or something like that. Yeah, Lord have mercy is right. I blocked him. Okay, good, good. Yeah, I blocked that person. I mean, what the heck? I mean, people can all say all kinds of stuff in here. Bigfoot bait. Oh my goodness. This is, you know, I try to keep up with these. You're going to get these trolls that they know what the Periscope's about, but yet they're going to come in and they're going to say some kind of silly remark that makes no sense. I know people are rude, but you got to know how to deal with them. You know, thank goodness that I'm able to deal with them and take care of them right on the spot you know, but people are talking about prophecy scopes, so I did one yesterday, and those that didn't come in yesterday can watch the replay of it. Yeah, I try to anyway. I just block them and go on. You're right. They don't. They don't have anything better to do. Well, I don't know if that's if that's a compliment or what, but so yep, yeah. I'm a gangster. Yeah, I shoot them down fast, don't they? Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, Dee. Good to see you. I made some mayonnaise, some vegan mayonnaise, and I'm going to post it up on Facebook, and I'm also going to put it on Alexis' site too, so that she can see it as well. It hasn't set up yet, but I'm just going to post it the way it is. And I don't know if you saw my cheese on Alexis' site, Dee, but this is the vegan cheese I made yesterday. The block of cheese I made, and I wanted to show everybody before I cut it up, because not everybody I have is in here that follows me on Facebook. And Dee is the moderator on Go To Kitchen. She moderates for Leslie when Leslie's doing her periscopes, because Leslie can't see all of them. So Dee goes in there, and it's good that she does. She goes in there and takes care of all those trolls. We try to help her as much as we can of blocking them, but you know. We do. I report them before I can report them. Though Dee blocks them, or else I'll report them, and she blocks them right after I block them. After I report them, you're welcome, Dee. But you know, I sure need somebody sometime on my Periscope to block them, because I don't always see all these comments, and I have to go watch the replay and block some of them. But I don't know if you guys have noticed on your replays. I have, that not all the comments show up on your replays. I don't understand that. They're not all there. They're here when I do the live, but when I go to do the replays, they're not all there. Okay. What's in my cheese? Let me get that recipe out and I'll tell you. All right, it's right here. First of all, was a cup of cashews. Now I soaked those. I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I did soak them, and it was half a cup of nutritional yeast. 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. This is what it calls for, but I only had the regular paprika, so I didn't put the smoked in there. A tablespoon of maple syrup, and a tablespoon of the agar powder. And if anybody knows what agar powder is, it is the thickening agent. Without the thickening agent, I would not be able to slice this at all. And 1 clove of garlic, on 1 lemon juice, which is another thing. I didn't have the lemon again, so I kind of had to estimate how much juice is in a lemon. So I put about 3 tablespoons in the blender, and a quarter teaspoon of turmeric, and then I took a cup and a half of water. Oh, good. And then you mix it all up. You mix everything up. You put everything in the blender, but the agar, and half the water. You take half the water, 3/4 cup of the water, put it in your pot, put your agar in there, and you stir it around. Keep stirring it, and simmer it for 5 minutes. And after you're done simmering it, take off the heat, take what's in your blender, and mix it in with, and stir it into the agar mixture, and then pour it into a container, and it will thicken. Like I said, without agar, you cannot thicken it. You know, I had never heard of it before until I found out what it was. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm going to keep doing more. The more I do, the better, you know. But I want to do a different kind of mayonnaise. I've seen other mayonnaise out there too, but I like David House's website, and I am subscribed to him, so every once in a while they put new ones up there. The stand I'm using, I got it through Amazon, I believe. Or did I get it at Walmart? I'm not sure if I got it at Walmart or Amazon, because they do have stands. But the tripod that I bought, I do have a tripod that I bought that I used yesterday and Sabbath. It's a brand new tripod, and it's a lot sturdier than I've been using. I was going to use it for this Periscope, but it sits a little high up, even though I don't extend the legs. It still sits a little too high, and I couldn't get it down low enough for you to see me. Oh, yeah, you could probably use chia seeds. I never thought of that. But the agar works real well. What brand is it? Well, my phone's sitting on it. I don't know what but it's a silver one, like a stainless steel one. I don't know what the brand is right now. You're welcome. But it works real well, because I like to be hands-free. And like I said, I would have put the tripod, it would have set it up on the stove, but it would have made it too high, and you couldn't have see me. It was almost covering the ceiling, and I thought, I can't get it down low enough. No, I didn't. My tripod I got through Amazon. Believe it or not, I got it through Amazon. It's a real. I'll show you what it looks like without it extended. This is what it looks like without it being extended. It's very sturdy legs, and this is a Ravelli I got through Amazon. And of course, I had to take the other tripod. I had to take this thing off for the phone because this is basically for video cameras. But I didn't buy any through Scoping Products. But this is a very sturdy tripod, and as you can see how it is. But I just would have made you up too high. So and like I said, it's a Ravelli, which is a very good product, as I understand. A lot of people have Ravelli, and it's got a real good locking mechanism on it, and I don't have to worry about it falling over. What I do is I just put it. Are they making a vegan mayo? You have to be careful of that, Mark. A lot of the vegan mayo will still have vinegar in it. We shouldn't be having vinegar. That's why I'm making my own mayonnaise. This doesn't have any vinegar. We're not supposed to have vinegar at all because it's like putrefied. You don't want to have anything with vinegar. Even your ketchup. That's why I made the ketchup with vinegar free. We shouldn't be having vinegar. Anything this recipe that calls for apple cider vinegar, you know what I do? I just leave it out. If it calls for apple cider vinegar, I either don't do the recipe or I leave it completely out and replace it with lemon juice. But sometimes they call for both. Yeah, I put my phone on it. When I did my scope yesterday, as you can see, this thing here, my phone will fit on there. That's what this is for. I took it off my other tripod and put this on here, and then when I do the straight up and down, then I have to tilt this the other way to the side. Yes, that goes. I don't know about an iPad, but it'll work for the phone. It's actually for video cameras. I wanted one for a phone, and that screws right on there, because I don't use it for a video camera, because I use phone for everything. But it fit in between the pew on Sabbath, and it was real easy to live stream the service, and so yeah, and even one of the deacons, hi, good to see you. One of the deacons of the church come up to me Sabbath after church, and he says, "What are you using to live stream?" And I told him. He says, "Well, I want to put that up on our website, so people can see it on the website. So when I live stream, it'll be going through to a lot further than it goes." So he says, "This is the only live stream we have right now," and I feel kind of I feel pretty good that they chose me to do the live streaming. Oh, I don't speak German, but welcome. I'm not whipping anything up. Really, right here it is the mayonnaise. And yesterday, if you weren't in here, on my Facebook, I had also made some cheese. I didn't scope this because I had scoped sliceable cheese before. I just wanted to show you what the brick looks like before you slice it up. And I've got a big cheese slicer that'll make good slices out of it. Put that on bread. But I set that up for about an hour, and then I tipped it over, loosened it up, and then put it on this paper plate, and we'll keep it in the refrigerator. But this mayonnaise is what I just made. Now, it's going to have to go in the refrigerator and set up. No. I made a sliceable cheese before that might be on Periscope, but I did not Periscope this yesterday. If you are following me on Facebook, I posted it up on Facebook plus the recipe. So if you're following me on Facebook, you'll get it there. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, my name is Karen Watterson. Look for me there. Search for it there. You will find it there. Because I post the pictures of everything I've made, plus the recipe, which I will do the same thing for this mayonnaise. I remind you of her grandmother. Well, I'm a grandmother myself. Oh, doesn't it, though? And this is so good, this cheese. Not everybody may not like it. There may be things in there that you may not use. But it's simple to make. And like I said, this cheese recipe I got off the 3ABN website. If you're looking for recipes on there, and Keong Weathersby, she also has a lot of YouTube videos on different recipes. I've gotten some of hers from from her as well. She's a real good cook. But this I got right off the website because they got a list of recipes up the top, and you just start scrolling down and finding what you want, like it's cheeses or whatever sauces, And if you find one you like, I just printed it out. Oh, okay. I'm going to, if you want the cheese recipe, that's up on Facebook. I can give you right now, while you're here, I can give you what this mayonnaise is made out of. And I'll post, like I said, I'll post it up on Facebook. It's got a half a cup of boiling water in it, a third cup, a half a brick of tofu, 1 cup of rinsed raw cashews, which I had to buy today, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and that is the granulated. It's not the flakes. This is what I have, the organic onion powder. And 2 teaspoons of salt, and I use the Himalayan pink salt, which is good for you, because I didn't use the regular table salt anymore, and I don't use kosher salt either. And 2 tablespoons of raw sugar, and I use the turbinado. Oh, you have that too? Yeah, 2 tablespoons of raw sugar. I use the turbinado, which is cane sugar in the raw. And if you don't know what that is, let me go show you what that is. This is the raw cane sugar that I just put in this mayonnaise. That's what it's called. This is about as raw as you can get. And Walmart does carry this. This is organic and it's non-GMO. And I bought this at Walmart a while back. And it's very good for cane sugar. I've used it for some of my recipes already. Plus, I also have the Morena, which is a lighter kind of cane sugar. This is actually the raw. This is what cane sugar looks like in the raw. It's a brown color. You know, the Morena is a little lighter color. So, but this is what they're called for, was the raw. And then it took, let's see. And then it was a 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice. Now, I didn't have a fresh lemon. So what I did is I just took it out of the bottle, and which is a different flavor, and just put a 1/4 cup from the bottle into there and mixed it all up. And this is what you get. It looks very, very good. And yeah, isn't it awesome? And I've never made anything with well, I've made mayonnaise with cashews before, but not turbinado cane sugar. And I thought, that's odd, you put that. But this, like I said, anybody knows who David House is. This comes off his website. I happened to subscribe to him, and I saw that up there, and I thought, well, this looks different. So I printed it out. I just print it right off the website so I can have it, because I like to make their recipes. And they make such good recipes. And they always use healthy ingredients, too, you know. And that's what I want to be. I want to be healthy myself, and I want everybody to be healthy, too. So we just have to keep working at it. And as you can see, I've got a cheese here that I haven't sliced up yet. This is the way it came after I set it up in the refrigerator in my container. Then I took it out and put it on this paper plate, and then it's ready to go. Slice it up, and this is the cheese slicer that I have. You know, it's going to make nice slices with that, and it'll be really good, and it'll be good for grilled cheese as well, because I got the chow cheese, but I don't want to use that all. That's quite expensive, and I have used it for grilled cheese before, but this might work for it too, because I don't like it's $5.98. If anybody doesn't know what the chow cheese is, it's made from tofu. It's a product of Greece, and I bought it at Walmart the other day. It's $5.98 a package. In fact, I'll show you what it looks like. This is the chow cheese. It's product of Greece, but it has tofu in it. And I'm surprised that Walmart finally got this, because they've never had vegan cheese. Now, the grocery store I was at today does have the vegan cheese, but that vegan cheese has carrageenan in it. I cannot eat. And it's good cheese. I mean, it almost tastes like regular American cheese, but you can't eat it because of the carrageenan. This doesn't have any harmful ingredients in it. All healthy ingredients, because I checked the ingredients on the back. But like I said, you can see there's not very many in here for $5.98. So I'm very careful how much of this I use. You know, I had two grilled cheese sandwiches the other day. That's why I wanted to make my own sliceable cheese, because it doesn't take that much to make it. And I keep cashews on hand and just make it as I need it, and blend it up. Oh, you need to get some of that. This is really good cheese. I can't believe how good it really is. And it's amazing what you can make out of tofu. You know, I don't know. You'd have to Google it, because I don't know now. I suppose that maybe Trader Joe's and Whole Foods might have it. But this is a product I've never seen before. And Walmart is getting better and better at putting organic foods out there, new foods. You know, and I was hoping they would get vegan cheese. Well, they listened, because they got the vegan cheese. And when I saw it, I said, wow, now I can have vegan cheese if I want it. I don't have to, you know, I can make my own still, but I don't have to worry about the vegan cheese that I'm eating going to harm me. Because you don't want anything that's got harmful chemicals in it. This does not, and neither does this. This is very good for you. It's got all the ingredients that we can have, and not harmful at all. So I just wanted to come on for a little bit and show you this. I may come back later and show you the finished product of the mayonnaise, what it looks like set up. because it's got to have to set up. Or it's going to be so liquefied. We don't, mayonnaise is kind of on the thick side anyway. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Because all the vegan mayonnaise, I bought Veganaise and stuff in the store too, but they all have vinegar in them. I don't want vinegar in any of my foods. This doesn't have it. It's got all good things in it. When you put cashews in it and cane sugar and things like that, it's stuff that's healthy for you. It's hard to break away from that. I did for the longest time too, But I started buying vegan mayo at Walmart. But there again, it's got vinegar in it. So I use it very sparingly. And I thought as long as I can make my own and find a recipe that I like and stick with it, which this one I'll stick with, I'll make my own, and I won't even bother with that one anymore. Because I like to put mayonnaise in my salads. I like to put it on bread with, different, imitation meats and stuff like that. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I got to get my lunch going here real quick because it's lunchtime. But I thank you all for coming on and sharing this Periscope with me. And I thank for the live viewers that come in here and the replay viewers that come on later. I hope you all have a great day. And God bless you all. Take care. And bye-bye. You too.